Self-promotion is not a problem. I do it all the time. How else are you going to grow as a content creator? The problem that I have is when people obsess over thinking that the number of followers that they have is a reflection of the skill of content production. They think that it's a reflection of the amount of skill they have in content creation and how good they are in general on the internet, when we know full well that people buy their followers, advertisements, just a reflection of the monetary value that they give to Facebook or to YouTube. So I want to talk a little bit about a couple concepts, but first I think it would be a really good idea to take a look at this video.
I am completely stunned. We continue to talk in old school terms of the absolute number, the scale of how many impressions, right? The scale of how many followers, which is so irrelevant. That statement is ludicrous. What if your 6 followers happen to be Sally, Johnny, Tommy, Jimmy, and Chris, and you tweet out that you hate British Airways, and one of those 6, which are irrelevant, let me just read it again because it's very exciting for me, with someone who has 6 followers on Twitter and who makes a nasty tweet, it's completely irrelevant. So I don't know how 6 human beings are irrelevant, but that's a separate story. But what if one of those 6 people happen to be Sally and she retweets it? Now Sally has 39 followers, still an irrelevant number based on this guy's point of view. What if one of those 39 people happen to be one of her friends from college who happens to be a showrunner on the Today Show? What if that happens, dude?
Yo!
Hey.
What's going on? And I wouldn't overly worry about getting big on YouTube and Facebook for the sake of getting big. What you need to focus on, everybody focuses on getting big, more followers. They need to focus on making content that brings value to people. The reason I always win
what Gary
is I
just
only
said
think about
here
the
is the point of this
I
entire
never think
video.
What's in it for me. Ever,
Focus
ever.
on doing
I've
the
never thought
things,
about how many followers
creating.
do I
You'll
have?
never
How
be able
many
to get
followers
to the
am I
place
gonna
that you
get?
need to get
Never,
to if
ever,
all you're
ever.
ever
That's why
focusing
I don't
on
celebrate
is
when I
your
get 1
follower
million
count.
followers or 20,000
I focus on the
followers or
quality
whatever
of
it
my
is,
content.
right?
The way I feel about this is that you can spend as much time promoting yourself as you want, but the real test, the real important things is putting in the work into content creation and focusing on the quality of work that you're able to produce. And you know what? I think that there's a really simple reason and explanation for that. Anybody can look at the numbers and determine a judgment based on the value that they apply to whether you have 1,000, whether you have 3,000, or you know what? I treat the same respect with the person who's just starting out, 200 followers, the person that I approach with 10K followers. When I put in the work, I look at the value of the video, how good and how interesting and how much of a kick I get out of the experience. I don't think once or 12 people that they follow them.
And you want to know what I think? I think the world would be a much happier place if we all just stopped clout chasing and caring so much about the numbers and thinking that this is going to do this for them. And the approach that I take, and I wish that a lot more people would take, would be if we work together and we create communities, you cross-pollinate and you grow together as one, and you stop thinking about, oh, what is this going to do for me? And you say, oh, I can become part of something great. You know, that's how clans are formed. That's how esports teams works. And that's the future of collaboration. And I think that once people stop thinking about their own self and already collaborating to communal brands and thinking together, you would achieve a lot more.
Used to have friends, now I got enemies. Used to keep them close, now they dead to me. Used to have friends, now I got enemies. Enemies, yeah, so sad. They said I would never get this far. Think that we don't see who you are.